Hello, everyone. I think we're back. I think the ads are over. Hello, hello. Hold on. I need to fix something because this should not look like this. Hello. Wait. So my tracking did not want to start unless I updated it, and so it's kind of wonky. So, Jerry, stop that. Ooh. She's playing with something against the wall, and it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. But happy Halloween, everyone! Happy Halloween! You had me on twice? I was about to say, I didn't change anything to my mic. But Crash, congrats on getting first, One Piece on getting second, and Thorn on getting third. Happy Halloween. Everyone get your candy before it expires. Jerry, stop that. Stop that. Jerry, that was for you, not for Fluffy. Don't do that. Wait, things are breaking. Joe, thank you for collecting your daily expired candy. Ocean, thank you for the lurk. How's it? Thank you for the Jerry, stop! Stop pulling stuff out from the wall! All of my posters and frames are falling down because you're taking the pins out of the wall. Bread. My god, all the cats are in my room. Bread! Stop! Bread! Get down from there. Okay, how many cats are we gonna start naming this time? Hope you're doing well. I like because I'm watching a movie. I want to say, oh, wait, what movie are you watching? Cats can say YOLO, we do what we want. This is true. Scream? Oh my god, I remember on accident, watched Scream when I was like 5 years old, and I was basically scarred for the rest of my life because it was so scary. Brett. Yeah, and so I never liked Scream since then. But now I'm just kind of like, oh, it is what it is. But yes, do enjoy the movie. And I always appreciate the lurk. Actually, interestingly enough, I'm gonna probably play like one or two chapters of this game, and then we're actually gonna turn over and read Halloween horror stories from Reddit. I think it's gonna be really fun and interesting. I had a lot of fun reading the horror stories or the creepy stories from the last stream. And so I thought, you know what, we could do a little bit of gaming, and then we could go and read some Reddit. Just have fun with the movie. Definitely enjoy it. Enjoy it better than I would have as a 5-year-old. Thank you for the hydrant, and I just drank water. Yes. What is everyone else doing for Halloween? Or what have you done if you're coming back from like parties or taking kids out trick-or-treating? Tell me what your Halloween has consisted of. Zolobi. Okay, so it does save. I definitely did not close out yesterday or the day before thinking that it wasn't going to close. Oh, that's loud. So, fun little story. I need some fresh meat tomorrow. What kind of meat do you want? Oh, I guess we'll find out what kind of meat he wants. So, one little fun thing that I do on my lunch break at work is sometimes I'll go to the gym. Sometimes I will. So sometimes I'll go to the gym. Sometimes like I'll walk around the city, kind of exploring the city. No dinner time at night. And so there was one time I was walking around. And this wasn't too long ago. Do I just go to room one? It wasn't too long ago. I ended up like walking to a little, it was a cute little store that they make all of their, what was it? There is soaps, candles, lip balms. There was like cat toys, dog toys, treats, bath bombs. I actually, when I walked in, the person was actually making bath bombs at the time, and I was like the only person in there. I was just like, wait, oh my god, are you making bath bombs? Can I watch? And she was just like, yeah, sure, like absolutely. And so I watched her make a bath bomb, and she was explaining to me like how she makes it, and she makes every single one individually by hand, and sometimes they fail. So she would have to do it again. And then she was telling me like, yeah, like these are great for you. They're absolutely wonderful. They're all natural. Like I can tell you every single ingredient in it. And I had gone to a different location that because they had like moved their location not too long ago. And so like I was at their old location and I had gotten some lip balm that which they had made, and I absolutely love it. It's really nice. It smells really nice, and it makes your lips really soft. And so I was going back to get more. And I was like looking at it, and I asked him like, "Do you know when you're gonna restock on like our particular lip balm?" And she goes, "Oh, which one?" And I was just like, "Well, I have the cucumber melon one because that one's really nice. I like the smell of it, and it's just nice overall." And she goes, "Is there a particular like another one that you're looking for?" I was like, "I was looking at the lavender lemonade because that one seems like it would smell good." And she goes, "I have it. I just don't have any labels on them." And one thing about me is that I go through a lot of lip balms, like especially in the winter since it's cold. I probably apply a lip balm or lip gloss and basically anything at least like six to eight times a day. And so I'm basically going because I know that I'm gonna like need a lot of lip balm for the winter. Literally in my vicinity, I have like let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them, just literally in arm's width. That's how it's bad, but at the same time, like sometimes you lose it, and then you're just like, oh, where'd it go? And then you grab your spare, and you're like, where's the spare? Then you grab your other spare. It happens a lot. And so she was just like, oh yeah, like here, you can actually just have this one. And I'm just like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, like as long as you don't mind that there's no label on it, like go for it. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Honestly, it smells really nice. And I absolutely love it. I'm just like, I've told one thing about me is that I like tell my friends about a lot of stuff, and so like when I like explore the city, I'll go to my friends and be like, did you know that this little place is located on this like area? And my friends are like, what? Really? Can you take me there next time? And so that's like that's how I like give back to like small business owners who do like sweet stuff like that. Like it was just so cute, and I was like, I'm just gonna tell everyone about this place. Like yesterday, I was walking around. I had a plan to go to a very specific spot because I really wanted to explore that really specific spot in the city. But then I was walking and I was like, wait, are those books? Is that a bookstore? No, it's a bookstore. It took me like a minute to figure out how to get in because there was 4 doors, but all 4 doors were closed. Turns out I had to walk into the hotel and then turn to get into the library because I guess it's joint. But like I walked in, I'm just like, oh my god, it's a cute little quaint little bookstore. And the person who's working there, she's like, "Can I help you with anything?" And I'm just like, "No, I was just walking around and I saw at the corner of my eyes, I saw a bunch of books, and I was like, "Wait, is this a bookstore?" And I came in and I just want to look around." And she goes, "Great, just have a look around. Let me know if you have any questions." And at the very end, when I was about to leave, I went up to her and was like, "Do you have any business cards?" And she goes, "Unfortunately, we don't, but is there anything like in particular you're looking for?" And I'm just like, "No, but I want to tell my friends about this place. Like, it's so cute." And the biggest smile goes on her face, and it just makes me so happy. And then I went back and I told my coworker about it, and she's like, "Wait, this place is really cute." And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's right across from the restaurant you were telling me about." And she's like, "Really? I've never noticed it." I was like, "I've never noticed it either, not until today." There was one time, I had gotten lost. I had gotten lost when I was like exploring, and I think I had talked about this on one of my previous streams. Um, do I go to any of the rooms? Yeah, I guess we're gonna go to his room. Hold on, let me actually read the chats. Let me go and I'm gonna read the chats and I'll tell my next story. Um, Nick's taking us to the hotel already. We just met at the Asian grocery market next to the mangoes. I don't eat mangoes. How do I meet you if I don't eat mangoes? I know I'm gonna go back for stocking stuffers. Yes, because oh my god, their chapstick. I love it so much. I should ask them like what's the main ingredient in it. But like I love it so much. I love the cucumber. Like they had so many scents. Like there was a root beer, there was green apple, there was watermelon. They had a strawberry. Like there was a strawberry shortcake one. The one I have in front of me is a lavender lemonade. There was an orange cream soda one. There's just so many. It is on the pricier side compared to like other chopsticks, but at the same time, like it's a small business. I'm still gonna get it. Like support small businesses. Wait, what? I need to lurk to be counted as a viewer now. So with Twitch's new um terms and services and all of that, if you're a lurker but you don't interact with the chat at all, so you just lurk without redeeming anything or chatting at all, you're not considered a lurker. You're considered a bot according to Twitch. And so in order to be considered a lurker, you either have to chat once in the chat or interact with the chat by redeeming something. And that way Twitch will count you as a viewer. But if you're just sitting there not interacting with the chat, you won't be counted as a viewer. And so I know plenty of people who their viewer count has gone down by 70 to 80% because of that. I mean, it's affected me as well too, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. People are still here. It's Twitch's way of making sure that people aren't buying viewers, but at the same time, like, it's hurting a lot of streamers, including partnered streamers. I know some of my friends who are partnered, they had shared with me that in their streams they would have 700 to 800 people, but only about 100 or 200 of them would be counted as actual viewers. So it's very sad. So if you want to help out your streamer, interact in their chat, You can literally just say hi. If they have an exclamation lurk command, you could do that. If they have a lurk button, they could also do that as well. So there's a lot that you can do. But yeah. Belfie, or you can collect your daily expired candy here. So trick-or-treaters didn't come to the door, so I have a lot of candy that's gonna expire. So come and grab your candy. I give you hearts. I give you all the hearts. Hello, Belfie, how are you? Belfie, how have you been? I feel like there's something that has to do with this. But I got a candle. Oh, 100% something has to go right here. So, I'm doing good. Just got back from Halloween party and I'm extra eepy. Oh, get some rest if you need it. But I love seeing you here. I've been good. I've been busy, but good. I am really hoping to stream a little bit more. I know I've been like really MIA, but I'm trying. I'm trying to get back out there. Dear Mr. Ambassador, I was informed by our mutual friend about your addictions and anxieties. I wanted to invite you to Rusty Lake. Our excellent mental health and fishing facilities will give you some rest. Sincerely yours, Mr. Owl. Oh, they were all brought here under different reasonings. Interesting. What is this? I had work today and it was a drag. Oh, my work actually let us out early, so I was very happy about that. What is this thing? He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me. Wait. I guess not. Wait, this is a poppy. It's opium! It's opium. Guys, it's opium. There's opium in this game. Shh, don't tell anyone. I have a feeling I know where this is gonna go. Interesting, okay. I got toilet paper. I can't leave. Oh, I get it. I think. I hope. Oh no. There's probably a very specific pattern that this has to be, but I just don't know of yet. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, but yeah, so a couple weeks ago I was exploring the city again, and I did get lost. I ended up in like an area that kind of seemed like the back rooms, interestingly enough. And after that, like I ended up like I was able to find my way down, but I definitely like walked through some doors that I was like debating if it was going to open again if I walked through it at lettuce. Oh, we're gonna feed him matches. We got an opium pipe. I wonder if we can combine these two. We cannot. This is the toilet. That's gross. Ew. Thank you for collecting your daily expired candy, Thorn. Wait. Ooh. Here we got a sandwich. We got bring me a sandwich. Here you are, sir. He's probably... Yep. Okay. I have a feeling I have to do something with a seat now. Definitely something needs to be done with this. But yeah, I was like exploring and then I ended up finding a place that was just like a gigantic like cat. It was basically like a cat heaven. There was cat toys, cat accessory, cat clothes, toys, catnip. There was a lot. This puzzle. Two, three, two is how many they did. I got this. I don't think I need to make him another sandwich. Okay. But, so, in my Discord server, guys, I have created an- oh, I need to give him toilet paper. So in my Discord server, I actually created a new channel. You want another sandwich? How many times are you gonna do this, sir? I like how the toilet paper is back on here. I gotta open this somehow. So in my Discord server, there's actually a new channel if you guys want to add in scary Reddit stories or any Reddit stories that you guys find. We will read it on stream in a little bit. I had a lot of fun reading the last one, so I definitely want to do it again. So it's blue, red, green. And this one, again... Okay, so it's not that. I don't know what this one would be. Two, three, two. Yeah, now you can stay in there for a bit. I wonder if there's anything else here. No. 4, 3, 4. Hmm. And everything was taken from here. Oh, you know what? I wonder. I need to give you the toilet paper again. How do I... Here we go. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna grab his excrements. We're gonna go over here. No, I can't put the excrements on there. What can I put on here? I feel like I need screws for this. This is a peculiar one indeed. What if it's this? Yeah, I realize I messed up. No, I was hoping that this being aligned in the center would have done it. Two, three, two. Two. So two, three. This one's kind of difficult. And I don't think I can combine stuff. Not yet, at least. Oh. I got tomatoes. Why did that come out now, of all places? These guys have something to do with it. So blue starts first. Then red, then green. What if I, instead of bringing him that, if I bring him an opium pipe? Let me try that. Let me try, instead of bringing him... Yeah. You still want a sandwich? Oh, the room is getting smoky. Oh. Oh. Did I die? Did I lose? Scary Reddit story from Patrick. Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Oh my god. Hi, Sum. That is one. That's one story. There's your daily dose of being flipped off, Sum. Sum, there's actually a t-shirt you can get now that I literally do this. Here's your daily dose of being flipped off. Oh, here's a... Oh, he's given me a knife. Thank you for the lurk, Sum. You know what to do. Do I just, Yeah, I know what to do, but like... Okay, I guess we make him a sandwich again. Ah, yes, the endless amount of bread. Maybe this time we can dangle it on the string. No? Still can't dangle it on the string? What about the knife? Can we dangle that on the string? No, we cannot. I can't stab you while you're eating it. Can I stab you while you're in the bathroom? Nope. I am aware that it's locked. What am I supposed to do with this knife? I'm like trying to see if there's a pattern that I'm missing somewhere. I know I'm missing something. But what? Wait, it goes all the way down now. I do not know. Am I missing something from somewhere else? There's only so many combinations you can do with this. It's not this either. I wonder what it is. I am puzzled. So I got this. I don't know. I wonder if this is possible. Hello, Lovey. Lovey, do you have any plans for on-site Christmas, Halloween? What is the pattern? So what happens if I do this and get him out of the bathroom? Had a movie night with a friend, just chilling. You teach tomorrow? Oh. Yeah, I work one of my part-time jobs tomorrow. So if I do this. Okay, it goes back up. I still I still have my main job and I still have my seasonal part-time job. So just the two. For now. Just 2. 1.5, because it's part-time and it's seasonal. Oh my god. I am kind of stumped on this puzzle. Hey, stop biting that. Stop biting that. Don't bite that. No. Nick's no longer holding up the economy with her 6 jobs. In this economy... Well, I don't have 6 jobs anymore, but I was given a additional position at my workplace, so I'm doing more work than I did before. It's very different work too. So I'm still doing what I do currently. I still do what I'm still doing what I have been doing. But they gave me an additional thing to do, and the person who I'm helping is very happy that I'm helping. Yes, I'm very happy. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Jerry, can we scoot? Nope, that's my water. We don't drink, you know. No. Jerry. 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 That's not my fault. If you wake them all up, it's not on me. Jerry's just like, let me be. Jerry wants to smother me. Jerry, can you say hi to everyone? Jerry, say hi. Ow. Jerry. Jerry. Excuse you. Excuse you. These there's something. Can we stop taking my water? Jerry, you have your own water. Jerry. Jerry? You need to stop doing that, because if you fall, I get hurt. Because your claws go into my legs. I just got a message. Cheers to those who are sitting alone on Halloween night. Oh, wait, that's sad. Hi, Jerry. I wonder what that clip could be about. Jerry! Jerry, can we do something other than attempt to play with the keyboard? Wait. Wait, am I supposed to click them in an order? Because earlier it only let me do 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then it's this. This. Nope. 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 You're gonna hear this for a while. Happy birthday! I can't believe I was called out like that by a random comment. I know. Wait, let me go find the actual message. Let me find it. Okay, found it. Cheers to those sitting alone tonight. That's literally what they said. Alright, back to this. You're gonna hear it clapping for a little bit. What was it? It wasn't red, so blue? Rude? The blue or green? Or could it be red? Blue or green or red? Blue, green, or red? It's been going bum bum bum. Nah, you nix the other guy? Wait, what now? What? What now? What now? What'd I do? What'd that do? Oh! Got the key. What? Lauren, what are you up to? Oh wait, I think you said it earlier. So Leaf, how are you? It's too dark. I was so close. Do you guys see that? I was so close. I could have gotten it without... I could have gotten it because I was trying to do this earlier, but I couldn't get it. Oh my god. That was close. Okay, he's gotta go to the bathroom again. He's going to the bathroom a lot. Eat. Consume. Go potty. Oh, where's the toilet paper? Sir, I have a delivery of TP. There's no way it's just... I've used this. I've used it all. Oh, there we go. Ew. I did not get red wine, unfortunately. Ah, yes, a new day. We go into the lobby. Into the kitchen we go. Yes. The chef is quite happy. They don't realize that they're slowly dwindling down on people. Almost perfect. It's because I couldn't find the wine. We'll do one more and then we'll switch to stories. Number 2. Yeah, we're gonna go for everyone who's on this floor first. Which means it's the peacock next? No, pheasant. Oh, she looks interesting. Chances are there's going to be something behind later. So I'm gonna assume this. We're gonna come back to this. Ah, there's many things going on here. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be similar. Oh, we're taking her photo. Gonna be similar to what we did earlier. The music box. There's no music in it, so that means we will probably have to punch holes into it. Rusty Lakes Theaters presents The Memories of the Lake, a dramatic story about the past and the future featuring Miss Pheasant as the Lady in Blue, Miss Pheasant as Mr. Crow, Miss Pheasant as Mr. Owls. Interesting. Dry glass plate. So we will be taking her photo. I got time. Plenty of time. Lady in Blue, Mr. Crow, Mr. Owl. So, going back to this. Lady in Blue. Ah, we got a key already. Something is missing. The light bulb. So we'll see where this goes to. Matches as usual. A magnifying glass. A paintbrush. More empty photos. Yeah, they're all the same. Back to here, which means that one of this opens this. Ah, she needs a hat. Yes, we will take your photo, don't worry. Maybe now we take it. Maybe not. Okay, let's go back to this one. A wet glass plate. I wonder. No. 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 It's the thing. Okay. Not that. Not that. Maybe on her? Does this have to be just completely red? I hope not. Imagine if I just did this completely wrong. Oh. Yeah, I did that wrong. What was hers? A cross. Probably the closest I will get that to be. Oh, I got a light to work. Something's still missing. There we go. Oh. Circle, triangle, S. Circle, triangle. Oops. We got her a mask. Because now she's gonna be Mr. Crow. Which I can't remember what he was. Two lines. Oops. At least there's an undo. Do I need another glass plate? Alright, so that does mean that I do need... Ah, there we go. It's him. Time. I see it. I see the time. I got a rolling pin. Oh, it's probably for these guys. Oh my god, look at that. A small torch? What? Okay, so I don't know if there's anything to be done there now. Oh wait, I didn't read what Mr. Who was the last person? Mr. Owl. Interesting. What else was there? No, whatever I have to do definitely has to do with them. And what was this? Says this? I don't know how accurate that is. Nope, it's the other way around. So it's like the Wario. It's like Wario. I suffered yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Crash, how are you? How was work? How was doggos? I think I did that right. Oops. I definitely was not supposed to do that. I don't think anything else was supposed. There has to be something more with this. Hi, Peach. Are you, yeah, you're really gonna just do that. Okay. He's sleeping on my arm now. Peach. He closed the game. Peach! Peach, do you really not want me to play? Peach! What the heck? Why'd you do that? Peach. Peach, 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 Peach. What? 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 Peach. And we were thinking Jerry was the problem child. No, Peach is known as the fire alarm. Peach! Go back to sleep. Peach, go back to sleep. 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 Can we not close out of any more applications? Can we hold up? Hold up. I suddenly do not trust you with my computer. Hold on. I suddenly don't trust you. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, so I think I think Peach has decided that we're not going to be playing games anymore. So, we're going to read Reddit stories. Well, did you just fart? Peach, you stinky boy. You gotta stop farting in my face. Stinky boy. That's you. Peach is not a fan. Thank you, Lovey. Peach was jelly of Jerry's clip. This is true. And there's one more. Fluffy's in the room. Cherry's asleep on her mat. Bread was in here earlier. Okay, so, well, the game's closed. So, where's my other... Here it is. Because we're gonna read some... Wait, let me just do... We gotta go here, we gotta go here. I believe that was just changed. I forgot to change my go live notification. Halloween scary stories. Peach, is this Peach gives Nyx a present? A gift, yep. What's the scariest thing that happened to you or someone yes. Here we go. We found it. True scary stories. Okay. I'm gonna bring the mic closer. I'm gonna get some more chapstick. Grab some water. Okay, we would love to hear some creepy stories and may even feature some in an upcoming podcast, with your permission, of course. What is the scariest thing that happened to you or someone you know on Halloween? Okay. When I was 5 or so, my parents purchased a piece of land from our neighbors, whose house and yard were behind ours, basically making our backyard much larger. Part of that land included an old stone gazebo that dated back to around 1850. This was around 2000, so it was about 150 years old at the time. Our neighbors didn't have a ton of information on the gazebo. It predated her house and ours, which were built in the 1950s and the 1930s, respectively. In fact, it predated the entire neighborhood. The oldest houses were generally from the 1910s to 1920s. And previously, the area had been used as a military testing site for mustard gas and other things during World War I. It certainly seemed odd that this big 400 square feet gazebo was built basically in the middle of nowhere at that time, and also withstood the development of surrounding areas. Anyways, as soon as my parents bought the land, I started having horrible nightmares every night. In the nightmare, I'd be standing in the yard at night looking into the dark gazebo. I could barely make out all of the pained faces in the darkness, as if people were sitting on the floor of the gazebo screaming and crying. Sometimes in the fireplace there would be lit, and I'd see someone jump into it. It freaked my mom out in particular because she was convinced I could sense things. My mom is legit white-collar professional with no spiritual background, but she still thinks about me to this day despite my disagreement. The nightmares were vivid, and it's actually making me feel a little sick as I remember them. As all of you, as all of that said, you asked specifically about Halloween, which is where this gets weird. My parents started putting a pool in the yard and also decided to change the flooring and add structural reinforcements to the gazebo. I kid you not, on Halloween itself, the people working on the yard were excavating behind the gazebo, and under the flagstone flooring, they found human bones and a few large stones with names carved into them. We could not find any records on the names and the stones. The people that dug up the bones were understandably freaked out. The police came and were basically like, huh, weird. Nothing else ever came out of it, but the nightmares did eventually stop. That's actually really cool. That actually does really sound really cool. Funny enough, I've been having like nightmares the past like few days. And like I don't typically like get nightmares, but I know specifically last night I had two nightmares back to back. And I was creeped out. I definitely was creeped out. I remember them like somewhat vividly, and like I feel like it was a couple days ago I had another one, but I don't remember that one. But I do remember like waking up like in the middle of the night. I know I woke up a lot last night. Yes, gazebo. Let's see. Alright, next one. I lived on the last street before you came to nothing but undeveloped land slash wilderness, whatever. No trees, just sagebrush. But we've been known to have a few rogue animals sometimes. I was 15, I was 15 female and coming home from a friend's house. It was about 11 at night, super dark, not many streetlights. The only streetlight on my street is the one on the corner of the street, and then my house is just another 6 houses down. Now, there was a little inlet on the corner that went into the wilderness almost like an old camping site. It essentially made the corner a T. I have to pass the corner light to get home. So I'm approaching the light and I can see it up ahead, and I'm not really paying attention. Then the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. At this point, I'm super close to the light. I look around and I spot it. Just outside the light on the other side of the inlet is a very large mountain lion. I almost crapped my pants. I'm too close I'm too close to back away. Its eyes are looking straight at me, so I know it's seen me, and the only way to safety is through the light. I would have to skirt around the light on my other side, and hopefully it stays on the inlet side. I keep walking deliberately and slowly, while never taking my eyes off the mountain lion. As I'm walking towards her, she never moves, just watching me. When I get past the point of being able to see her and keep walking forward, I slowly swivel and walk backwards. As I'm backing up, it takes a step forward, eyes on me like it's going to stalk me. I can't run this thing. I just keep stepping backwards. Slowly, she stays put, but only for so long. Every 5 to 6 of my steps, she takes a step forward. I know she's getting ready to pounce. When I get to the edge of our yard, I turn and dash to the door. I ran for my life, knowing she was going to pick up the chase the moment I turned. I know she did because I heard her paws thud after me. My heart was pounding. Luckily, the door was unlocked. I ran inside and slammed it shut. Leaning on the door, I breathed deep, hard, and heavy. Then looking inside my living room, My parents and older brother are staring at me, and I tell them to look outside. They do, and she's stalking our yard. We watch her from the safety of our window. She was a very beautiful creature, but I never want to be that close to one in the wild again. I've had 2 other close encounters with mountain lions, but that was the closest and scariest. It was also the only encounter where I was alone. That's. I have a story for you guys. There's one time there was a bunch of wolves in the back of my yard, and I was so scared that they were going to attack the cats. And so, I don't know if this is brave or stupid. And so I went out into my backyard with a gigantic stick in my hand, trying to catch my cats to bring them back inside. I had no fear of those wolves at all. I was not, I literally said, "Get out here, I will smack you with a stick." Looking back to it now, yeah, it's kind of dumb. Someone told me it was really stupid of me to do that. And they're just like, a stick versus a wolf. I think the wolf is gonna win. I was like, it was a very big stick though. I want like really, really creepy ones though. A girl and a man attacked by a polar bear after party on Halloween night? What? And they both survived? Hey, I want actual like. Okay, this one was 8 years ago. Alright, maybe not that one. Okay, I got one. I work as a bartender at a hotel that a flight attendant was murdered in room 354 about a year before the incident. Anyhow, it was close to closing when the MOD, a very small woman, comes into the bar and tells me she needs my help. I it seems the fire panel is showing an alarm in room 354, which had been somewhat cleaned and left vacant since the murder. So the two of us go up to the elevator and start heading down the long I-shaped corridor. As we round the corner, we can see papers had been shoved under the door from inside the room with "Help me" written on them. So the manager puts her master key in and locks. Oh, manager on duty is when. Okay. So when the manager puts her key in the lock and opens the door to a pitch black room, we hear, "Thank God, you finally come." We both instinctively jump back and see one of our maintenance workers stroll out of the door. It seems the maintenance had been using the room for storage, and once he went inside the doorknob was broken off inside. There's no lights or phone in the room, so he held his lighter up to the fire alarm. That I think I would have had a heart attack. But that's imagine how scary it was for him waiting in there in the pitch black knowing the history of the room. Gosh, that's smart of him to trigger the smoke alarm. But imagine like working there. Imagine working there and you just see right at the bottom of the door letters with the word "help me" on it. Like, why wouldn't you write more on it? Like, why wouldn't you write, "Help, I'm stuck in here. It's me, Jim, the maintenance guy"? Okay, here's another one. When I was a senior in high school, a bunch of my friends and I used to drive into the hills to drink and get away from my parents. I was the designated driver one night and drove back four of my friends. Two of the girls were really drunk and started puking, so we pulled over in a park. Both of the girls started puking outside my car doors, and then this pickup rolled up behind us and had its high beams on us. I thought it was the cops and was just waiting for them to bust us, but the person in the car just stayed there. Eventually, we closed the doors and drove away. The pickup followed us. I started driving faster and through a neighborhood I knew really well, taking every turn and starting to speed up, but the pickup kept following us. Eventually, my friends needed to puke again and we pulled over. The pickup stopped behind us again and just again kept its lights on us. I looked through my rearview mirror and saw an older white guy with a beard. He started reaching for something in his glove compartment. At that point, I freaked out, told my friends to pull my other friend in the car and floored it. We took a couple turns and lost the guy. We stayed in the driveway of a random person for 15 minutes, then decided it was safe. We turned back onto the main street and the pickup was waiting for us. I drove as fast as I could down the main street, and the pickup kept following us. Eventually, at the bottom of the hill, there was a massive accident and a bunch of police cars and fire trucks. I started to slow down like I was going to pull over towards the police. The pickup took over us and ran a red light in front of the cops, and I never saw him again. 100% that was Hello, Nightbot. Congrats on getting 50 pieces of expired candies that you took from the trick-or-treaters. How many pieces of candy did you steal from each child? That's very creepy. Alternatively, maybe he saw some drunk teenagers driving around and decided to follow until they were safe. No, that doesn't seem... In that situation, no. I would have done the same thing. I would have kept on... Because one thing, probably a lot of you guys already know so far is I've been followed home on multiple occasions. Um, and every time I am followed home, I basically do the same thing that these kids did, is I just start taking as many turns as possible. Unfortunately, because I live in the countryside, there's not a lot of turns you can take. And there's a lot of straight roads that you just continue to go on a straight road for a while. And so most of the time, once I like get past a certain point, most cars often will do a U-turn because they don't want to go into a territory they're not like familiar with. So luckily, like that's a common situation is once I like make it past a certain threshold on the road, people will just kind of give up. Luckily, thank God. But no, like honestly, there's been multiple times where I'm just like, okay, I can try to turn around, do a U-turn, I can drive to the police station a couple miles down the road, or like I can just keep on going around in circles until I think that this person is no longer following me. But yeah, I would have done the same thing. Like you would never be too careful about who's actually following you and what their intentions are. But like at the same time, like as soon as he saw like the police officers, he like floored it and drove right past them running a red light. Instantly, you know, like they planned on doing something. Instantly. Like there's no doubt about that. While this might have been the case, I really doubt it since this guy overtook them, sped through a light in front of the cops. Like, what would the train of thought be? Alright, these rebellious teens are safe now, time to get them arrested. Well, here's the thing, is like, if, let's see, eventually at the bottom of the hill there was a massive accident, a bunch of police and fire trucks. They're not going to pull someone over who's running a red light if there's a massive accident with police cars, fire trucks, all of that. They're not gonna take their time and hop back in the car and go pull over the person who just ran the red light. They're gonna be focused on the accident. Everyone in the comments is trying to like think positive for the guy. Anything is possible. I remember thinking maybe he was an off-duty cop and trying to call uniformed police to arrest us, but that theory couldn't fit right because when he saw the cops, he took off. Yeah. Oh, here's an interesting one, and this is just based off of the first sentence. Okay. Gather around, boys and ghouls. I will tell you the chilling tale of the Twisty Lady. Wait, the Twisty Tie Lady. I have posted this once before, but I figured I'd share it again. Apologies in advance for formatting. This happened about 12 years ago. I was still living at home in my high school. My parents purchased a condo from a family friend and we moved in. The lady, family friend of my mother's, who we bought the condo from had passed away from natural causes inside the condo. She was an older lady, friendly from what I hear. She also dabbled in sorts of witchcraft and black magic. I don't believe she was casting evil spells on anyone. More of a hobby, I suppose. So anyways, we move in. Most of her belongings were left behind, so my parents kept the stuff they needed, mostly furniture and coffee tables. After months of living there, we had a suspicion that we weren't alone. Now, this wasn't your typical haunted house scenario. There were no flickering lights, strange noises, or lurking shadows that led us to believe it. It was the twisty ties. Yes, just like the ones that come with the loaves of bread you buy at the store. These random acorn twisty ties these random twist ties would seemingly appear out of thin air, almost strategically placed so they would be noticed. Like I'd be hanging around on the couch watching TV, go to the kitchen to fetch a tasty beverage, and come back to find a stray twist tie just chilling on the coffee table. We'd find them wrapped around cords, on countertops, in desks, drawers, even one time wrapped around my toothbrush. Each one is unique in shape, color, and placement. It certainly wasn't a crap your pants moment, but over the time living there, you'd start to look for it and anticipate it. There were 3 of us that lived there, and of course, we all blamed each other. And of course, none of us ever fessed up. Over the years, however, there was enough isolated instances of each one of us had encountered to deny it. It was kind of fun, actually. We named her the Twisty Tie Lady, and I started to collect them in my nightstand drawer just for the funsies. And I always wondered why. Why twisty ties? I tried extensive research on the web about twisty ties, and if they had any significance in witchcraft, and found nothing. A few years later, after moving out, I learned that when the lady was alive, it became an inside joke between her and her daughters to save all her twisty ties for further use. I guess that was her way of reaching out in the afterlife. Sadly, the condo complex had been wiped out from a flood, but to this day, every time I see a twisty tie, I smile. That's creepy? Yeah, I agree. Imagine just like waking up in the morning and you're going to brush your teeth and there's just a twist tie on your toothbrush. And you undo the twist tie to brush your teeth. It's a wholesome ghost, a friendly witch. Oh, this one's long. Let's see. Yes, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Yes, Jerry. Can I help you, Jerry? No? No? Hi, Jerry. Here's a short one. I have a cat here, which is why we kind of need to make it short because she's not going to let me finish reading a whole one. Are you going to let me start reading? Are you going to let me start reading? Okay, mine. Nope, she doesn't even let me. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, Jerry. Yeah. Do you want attention or do you not want attention? Because you either are going to let me give you attention or you're going to go sit back on your mat. Do you want attention or not? My nightmare. Okay, story time. Decades ago, I was a kitchen manager. I often carried a handgun because I'd make runs to night deposits with large. Fine. Jerry's like, I'm not gonna let you start, but I won't let you I'm not gonna let you start, but I won't let you finish. Reverse. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Ow! You don't do that. You don't do that. You do not hook your claws into my hand and skin and legs. Sit down. You're gonna sit down. You're gonna sit down. We're gonna massage your back. You're gonna sit down and I'm gonna. Can you stop using your claws? What have I told you about your claws? We do not use claws. That's my water. Can you guys stop farting in my face? What did you guys eat today? Why is everyone tooting? Hmm? Hmm? Yes, Jerry. I see you, Jerry. Can you sit down? Sit down. Lay down. There's enough room for you to lay down. Your fur got in my mouth. Did you just really walk? Jerry, what are you doing? Jerry, you're making it very difficult for me to do anything. Jerry, I'm gonna have like so many. Jerry! Jerry, stop eating the flowers. The flowers are not for you. You do not get the flowers, no. She's destroying my PC setup. It's Jerry's stream now. Jerry, can you stop this? The controller's gonna fall on your face if you keep on doing that. Jerry, can you go to your hidey hole under the bed? Hidey hole under the bed. Why can't you take a nap like Fluffy and Peach? Jerry. Jerry. What? Jerry wants to play a game, the game Stray, or a little kitty in a big. Hey, stop! Nope, 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 nope. You can't do that. Nope. No. The next thing I know, you're gonna start hiding everything that belongs to me. First, you steal my stuff. Next, you're gonna hide it. Hi, Fluffy. I feel like I feel like the stream has been 40% game, 40%, no, 50% cats, and 10% reading Reddit. I think that's what it's been so far. Livy, I could have sworn that you sent me a link, but I don't see it now. Okay. What is this? To own a cat named Jerry? Jerry, funny enough, Jerry is a girl. We didn't know her gender when we named her, but we wanted to have Tom and Jerry. So we have Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Okay. My nightmare. Story time. Decades ago, I was a kitchen manager. I often carried a handgun because I'd make runs to night deposits with large amount of cash. I also had trouble with some ex-employees I fired semi-stalking me. So one night, I got off work and headed home to my apartment on a dead-end street. It just stopped raining when I went up the wet steps to my floor, fumbling for my keys. I looked down and there were 4 footprints leading to the door. They weren't mine. Nor did they turn around. I tried the knob and it was unlocked, something I'd never do. Freaking out, I got my pistol and opened my door, ready for anything. Nothing and no one. I searched every room, the closets, nothing. Everything in the apartment was as I'd left it. Nothing had been moved or stolen. I was and still am convinced somehow someone entered my apartment, looked around, and left, leaving the door unlocked. But why break in if they weren't going to steal the expensive stuff that I had? I asked my landlord, a guy I knew well, the next day if he or the maintenance guy had got in. Absolutely not. Not on a Saturday night. Not without notice, and I never figured out who visited me that night, and I slept very lightly for weeks. The landlord offered to change your locks. I figured the lock was picked. First rule of haunted houses, make sure it's not actually a homeless person living in your house. They wouldn't be homeless if they're living in your house. Well, at least I didn't need to sleep. Oh, here's an interesting one. Yeah, the story of people living in attics. We read one of those last time. This next one seems interesting. Oh, it's short too. I had just moved into a townhouse. My first place alone with a door that opened out to the world instead of a hallway. Literally my 3rd night there. I'm reading the story of Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel. bone-chilling story and video to begin with it, and it's just a bit past midnight on a chilly October night. All of a sudden, someone starts pounding on my door. Like side fist, door thumping kind of pounding. My dog, who is a lab/pit mix, races downstairs and starts barking like crazy. I creep down slowly and slide up to the peephole to reveal an older, skeevy looking dude, unshaven, gray hair, and a disheveled mullet. Because he keeps pounding, and also to let him know someone is inside, so don't come in. Maybe not the best logic. I ask him who's there. He growls and says, "Gas man." I say, "What?" "Gas man, I need to come in." "There's no way I'm letting you in." "Miss, it's an emergency." "Yeah, there's no possible way I'm opening that door. I'm calling the police." "You're not really going to let me in?" No. I'm watching him this whole time through the peephole, close to the door so I can hear him over my dog's thankfully vicious sounding bark. When he finally believes he's not getting in, he deflates and shuffles off. Fast forward 5 minutes later, the two women who live next door knock. It was really the gas man, but who calls themselves that? There was a gas leak and they needed to check my place. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Boom, 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 boom. Gas man, open up. I'm not opening up that door. If someone literally is banging on my door and they're being like, "Gas man, let me in." No, I'm not opening that door. I'm not opening that door at all. Like, a good thing, like, the woman who, like, lived next door knocked and said, like, "Hey, this really is, like, the gas man, let him in." I'd rather let someone in who says lion shark. Yeah, like, when, like, gas man, like, what the heck? Yeah, I would be like, "No, I've never heard of a gas man. What the heck?" This is exactly why my husband's electricity service companies has a smart uniform with branded and collared shirts, plus a rule about being tidy in general. He could have at least tried giving you proof. Oh, here's another one. I was walking at 10 p.m. at night in a park that had a forest trail with some friends to ghost hunt. We were about a group of maybe 10 people. Anyways, I kept hearing footsteps behind me and near us, but nobody was there. I was in the back of the group since no one wanted to be there. You know, human shields and all. So I was more in the open, trailing behind a bit with a partner. When out of nowhere, I hear a loud, blood-curdling scream. It sounded like a girl screaming bloody murder. It surprised me because I didn't expect it, and I jumped on the spot. I glanced at the scaredy cat of the group. No reaction. I glanced at my partner, the group. All no reactions. I just shook it off. But then I heard children laughing, and more footsteps away from us in the direction I had heard the scream. But nobody was there. After that, we reached a dead end, turned back, and left the trail. I asked my friends if they heard the scream. They all gave me a blank look. "What scream?" one of them asked, so I told them and confirmed no one else heard it. A few years later, I decided to look up the park, and it turns out a girl was shot and killed in the park. My condolences to the girl. And there may have been reports of other people hearing children at night, even though there are no children past the curfew. Now, this is my question. Did the friends believe you? Ooh, a 1900s house. My ex and I were renting an older, small house built in the 1900s. The back door had a vestibule where you could enter either the basement door or enter the back door to the house to enter the dining room. The door was a long window pane, and we had a long stretch curtain for the window. My ex had some emotional issues, and when we moved to this location, things got much worse for her. One night, during one of her fits of screaming at me, we began hearing a slamming sound coming from the vestibule. We get down on the floor and peer through the uncovered bottom window pane and see the door slam. The door to the basement swinging open and slamming violently, without pattern. Slam, slam, slam. Then we heard a very hard slam hit the floor, as if someone took a sledgehammer to the ceiling below us. I get up and slowly open the door, and the basement door opens once more and ceases to move. I take a flashlight and head downstairs, which is very odd dirt floor, rock foundation basement. I was very freaked out as I headed down the flight of stairs. I expected someone to pop out, but they never did. No one was down there, and it was very quiet. I headed back up the stairs and locked the doors. Nothing else happened that night, and my ex and I split soon after. I stayed at the location for another year, and after she left, I felt much more comfortable. I don't know if I believe in the paranormal, but I can't explain what happened that night, and I can't help but feel there was an energy reacting to my ex's negative energy. I also want to add that I stayed at the house through hurricane force winds, and that door never budged. Oh my god. If Ghostbusters 2 ever taught me anything, is that psycho-reactive ooze doesn't like bad juju magumbo. The ghost is just being a bro. Why she had to go investigate? Where was he? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess the ghost was filtering him out, maybe. Wait, did the guy or the girl go down? One night during one of her fits of screaming at me, we began to hear the sound coming from the vestibule. The doors were slamming. Okay, so the guy went down. So the boyfriend went down. The girlfriend stayed up. And it was right at her fit of rage that it happened. And then he went down to check it out. I know sometimes it's hard to tell the gender of some of these people. I know the other day when I was reading one, for some reason, it was the story of like, oh, I have a son that I don't even realize that I had. And the whole entire time I thought it was a mother speaking, but no, it was a father. So I was very confused as to like why the kid was calling his mother Papa. But then at the same time, I have a son and my son calls me Papa. And this is, when I say son, I mean Benny. Benny is my son. Honestly, if I ever have kids in the future and my kid were to call me Papa, I'd be like, yes, yes. And now you have to go tell your father his name is Mama. I would so do that. 100% I would do that. No doubt. No doubt at all. They okay, but at the same time, like growing up, they'd be like so confused. They'd be like, but she's my papa and he's my mama. I'd be like going back to the what should I name my kid all over again because they're so confused. And the name is Juliet. Let's see. So, it's 11 o'clock. I have to work in the morning. I made a very big payment that I'm not very happy that I had to make. It was a required payment that unfortunately costed a very much amount of money. But I'm very not happy that I had to pay. It costs the amount of money I spent for that specific thing, and it was a requirement that I had to buy it, which is really dumb. It's the amount of money I would spend in 3 months. No, 4 months probably. No, maybe like 5 months. I would probably spend that amount of money in like 5 months. And so yeah, I'm very happy that my part-time job texted me and they're just like, "Hey, are you available to work these days?" And I didn't even question it. I said yes because um I gotta make some money up. The amount was a lot. It was a lot, and I'm not happy about it. Hello, Zeta. Happy Halloween. Let's see. I'm looking for someone to raid. There's so many people streaming. I did the same when they needed a substitute on my day off. Yeah. Nobs the boy, hello, how are you? Welcome on in. How was your Halloween going? If you don't celebrate Halloween, how's your day been? How's your day going? I am doing well. We have just been reading Reddit stories. Very interesting ones. They're creepy Halloween. They're supposed to be creepy Halloween stories. Are they? Some of them are. Oh wait, here's wait, let's do a short one. This one's this one's pretty short, but it's not near Halloween. That's okay. I see the word cemetery, and that's all I need to read. So, while I find someone to read. In my hometown, there are railroad tracks that go through the middle of town, past a cemetery on the edge of town, and into nothingness. I'm from a rural area in Arkansas, so you can imagine what it's like. Nothing but woods and fields for miles. While these tracks were always talked about by the teenagers, Something about kids getting hit by a train a long time ago. So, of course, being stupid teenagers, my friends and I decided to go to the tracks one day where the kids supposedly died. So, we're doing teenager things by the tracks, like putting rocks on them, when out comes a stray cat from the woods. It was kind of weird because we were so far away from town, but we didn't think about it much. It walks up to us, and of course, we start petting it. A few minutes pass by, and we are all sitting on the tracks in a line, and the is walking from one end to the other, taking in all the pets when all of a sudden we start to feel the ground shake. We look up, and the train was less than 100 feet from us. How we didn't hear it, I do not know. But I've never been so close to death in my life. It was terrifying, and we never saw the cat again. To this day, I think the cat tried to get us killed. Oh my gosh! Wait, I was looking at your guys' stream. Cat, welcome on in. Natra, welcome on in. Meg, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Cat, thank you for the raid. And Catly also, thank you for the raid. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nyx Oleander. I'm a half light, half dark who plays a lot of horror games, puzzle games. It's not done yet? What? Or is it just delayed? I think it's delayed. But welcome on in, everyone. I saw you guys playing, but what were you playing? What were you guys playing? Just chatting? Let's make sure everyone gets a shout out. Welcome on in, Cat, Cam, Meg. How have you three been? I haven't seen you guys in a while. And then Natra, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. We played a lot of games. Was it a celebration? I feel like that's what I saw. I couldn't. I was scrolling through them and I couldn't figure out. Wait. Who got the new model? Who was the one who got the new model? I always saw that and I was like, that's such a pretty model. Lots of spooks. We like spooks. Because you guys read it, we will read some more horror stories. It's just a spooky Halloween stream. We love that. Absolutely love that. Did you get a new model, Meg? Oh, that might be it. What are some, let's see, it's almost Halloween. I know, the angel really is amazing. It was so pretty. I haven't streamed in a bit because of work and being busy, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Sorry. That's not right, Cam. I honestly, I completely agree with that. I have been like really busy with just like life in general, so I completely understand that. I found another. This one's a little bit long. I found another cemetery one. Oh wait, 3 days ago. Oh no, it's good seeing you guys. Yeah, I saw you guys streaming. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you guys stream in a while. But at the same time, I haven't been on Twitch as much lately. But that's on me, because I just haven't been on Twitch. But I will say, there's a lot of people streaming tonight. Yeah, your angel model is so pretty. So pretty. Wait, you guys played Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival? How was that? Wait, how was Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival? Sorry, I'm looking at the games that you guys were playing. I saw that and I wanted to play it, but obviously I have not gotten a chance. That's the one where you carve pumpkins with like other people, right? There's a lot. Really? I think I'm still gonna have to get. Is it only a seasonal thing, or can you play it whenever? Oh, wait, wait. I'm opening up Steam. I'm opening up. Wait, is it a Steam game or is it? No, it's gonna be gone today. Ghost Town Pump. Wait, it's on. What is it on? Itch.io? ITCI. Nope, I can't spell. Oh, I see it. The simple way to find and share indie games online for free. Oh, wait, hold up. This is handy. Hold up. Copy, paste. Copy, pasta. Send to friends. Wait, this is cool. Oh, there's so much. Wait, what? Pumpkin carver. Okay, so it's itch.io slash. I think because you put a space through it, it works. There we go. The game is for Windows, Mac, and Linux. We hope you enjoy the festival as usual. Servers will be online for the duration of October and will go back offline 1 to 2 weeks after Halloween. If you pay at least $2, you can download a special version of the game that gives you access to a variety of costumes and hats. Each player can upload to 5 pumpkins to carve. Wait, I kind of want this t-shirt. $6 from each t-shirt sold gets donated to the Water First, a charity organization that helps empower Canadian indigenous communities to resolve local water challenges. Wait, I'm gonna share this with everyone because you can still play the game for 1 to 2 weeks after today. Yes, 1 to 2 weeks after Halloween. So you can still play it for a short period of time if you would like to. And they have a charity tee that's actually really cute. Hold on, let's look at this together. I'm gonna post this link. We're gonna look at it together. And anyone who wants to look at it together can too. I just want to make sure that I will be capturing the correct thing. And I definitely was not. Because that's not my default. Hi, Beanie. I'm gonna let it been a long day of streaming, so I'll be heading to bed soon. Probably want a few hours to play through it. Yes, I will definitely be. Okay, so so it's the, where is it? Here's it. Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. So here it is. The game is live for Windows, Mac, and Linux. We hope you enjoy the festival as usual. Servers will be online for the duration of October and will go back offline 1 to 2 weeks after Halloween. Took us 2 hours and we only did a few things. Jeez. Explore our annual festival with hundreds of other ghosts. Every October, our countryside village is illuminated by hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns carved by your fellow spectators. Or by your fellow specters. Each year, the festival grows and there are new things to see and do. The cool autumn breeze will soon become the cold winters of the winter, so enjoy the haunting season while it lasts. Carve a digital pumpkin without all the mess of carving a real one. Find the perfect spot for your pumpkin at the festival and win ribbons and prizes of other goods from other ghosts. Run into strangers, make friends, create silly chat messages by combining words from templates. Explore a variety of attractions and collect pins to commemorate your discoveries. Explore a haunted mansion, go for a hayride, or enjoy other autumnal activities. Spooky regards, Mayor Bones. Each player can upload to 5. Okay, so you pay $2 to download a special version where you can get costumes. Each player can upload up to 5 pumpkins to the server. The portion of the game will be the online portion of the game will only be available for limited times. Server will probably go down a few weeks after Halloween. Please note that any pumpkins placed on the moderators are offline may be placed into a queue for review when they come back online. Okay, so here is the charity tee. So if you, it's $6 from each t-shirt sold gets donated to a Water First charity organization that helps empower Canadian Indigenous communities to resolve local water challenges through training and education. You can order one on the Yeti. I wonder how much it is. Hello, can I pay? You can Tatenchi. Good attempt though. How much is the t-shirt? Honestly, that's not bad. So, this is the website. This is the t-shirt. It's a pre-ordered item and it's $18. It's not bad. But yes, the annual Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. So for the $18, and you can get it in a men's style or women's style. So you pay $18 from it, but $6 goes to charity. And it's a limited pre-order item, which is only available through November 5th. So if you want it, you only have 5 more days to go and get it. So they do have other stuff too. Just saying. This is cute though. This is very cute. My body is doing this wonderful thing where I play when I play my game, my eyes couldn't stay open. Now that I got in bed, my body went nope. I hate that so much. That's so I hate that. How about you buy? I might actually. Gonna go to bed, very tired. Have a good night, Kat. Have a good night, Kim. Have a good night, Meg. I know you guys had a really long stream. Thank you again for the raid and telling me about this game, because I might actually buy this shirt. And I will be playing this pumpkin game most likely very, 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 very soon, because I have no other choice but to play it very, very, very soon. Guys, that's such a cute t-shirt. Look at that. That's cute. That's so cute. Let's see. I think I had. Also, Satanji, I hope you're doing decent. I'm trying to figure out how to very carefully word that. I hope you're doing decently. Yeah, okay, that's good. I am glad to hear that. You got new art? Is it safe for work or did not actually hold up? Yeah, is it safe for work? Wait, if you're telling me that you want new art, it probably is safe for work. Yeah. I was like, wait, if you're telling me, then yes, it probably is. Man, I need to catch up with so many people, but I've just been so busy to hold like a conversation long enough. You're gonna pass out? Oh, this is longer than I wanted it to be. Oh, I'm jealous. I was in the middle of doing something. Oh, right, raiding. Okay, I know who we're gonna raid. I can spell their name. How many underscores do they have? I think that's right. Okay, we're gonna raid out to Necro, who is playing Little Nightmares 3 with Alti. Let me take a look at this really quickly. Wait, those are so cute. What the heck? It's so cute. I love them. They're adorable. I also love the mask. That's great. That is really great. But everyone, so why do you want to cry? Everyone copy the raid message. It doesn't matter which one. Please copy the raid message and send it when you get to Necro's chat so that you are counted as a viewer and not a bot. Because Twitch doesn't like it when people don't chat. So please copy and paste it when we head over to Necro stream in 10 seconds. But happy Halloween, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow for the watch party in my server. We're going to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the raids, the follows, and all of the love. Bye-bye, everyone.